Today we are going to learn about a new search tool that we have available to us at Alvin Elementary. We can use Destiny Quest, as always, to find library materials, but now we have one called Universal Search, and you can choose which one you prefer to use. So to start with, I'm going to show you Universal Search. You can get there on our intranet page, clicking Destiny. It will open up, you find our school, and then it will go to Universal Search. You can also get there by going to Alvin Elementary's homepage, finding Library Welcome, and then Universal Search is down in the Symbaloo, and you can click on the picture of the books and it says Universal Search. So it'll open up like this. Either way is fine, but when you get here, I would ask you to log in because you will see more information if you log in. So here at the top right, press login. Your username is your 6-digit student number, and then your password is your first initial, last initial, and the year that you were born. I have set up a sample one that we can use today. So once you are logged in the top, it will show your name, the student's name or the teacher's name. Here you can see collections. Here you can see book bag. Book bag is kind of interesting and maybe something that teachers and students want to look at because you can create a list of favorites. You can see which items you have checked out in the library. You can see if you have anything on hold. And you can see your history, which is anything that you have checked out in our library since you've been with Alvin ISD. So that's kind of helpful for some students to look at. Now, in the search box where it says keyword, you can type in anything that you would like to search for. Today I'm going to do sharks. When I type in sharks, it gives me tabs across the top, but it also gives me these boxes that I think are kind of easy to use. It shows me books, which are books in our library. It shows me digital, which are books on the computer, ebooks. And then it shows me databases, which are collections of information in our subscription databases and websites that are good places for you to use for school research or any other time you need information. Use our databases at the bottom. It's a lot easier and a lot safer than going to Google and typing in the word sharks, and you're going to get 5 million places to go look. This really narrows it down to give you good school information. So let's start with our books at the top. I can click See All to see the entire list of books that we have in our library that have the word shark in the title or in the author or in the description of some sort. So if I look at this one, it is out. Not in the library. Somebody already has it. This one is in, so we could find this one in our library. Important thing to note is the call number. This tells you where to go and find it. So we would go to the 597.3s and then look for CER, and we would find this book. I can add it to favorites, and that way when I want to go to the library and look for it, I can log in, go to my favorites list, and look for the books that I have put in there. Again, you get to that up here by book bag and go into favorites, and you can see that I have put that book in my book bag as well as another one that was here before. So I'm going to remove that one. I just want to see the one. Well, it says unable, but you should be able to remove it. All right, so let me go back to my search. Look at my books, my ebooks, books, more of them. Ebooks, let's look at these. I want to see all of them. Let's open up all these ebooks and see what we have available. Here you're seeing the indication that it is definitely an ebook. If I want to open it, I'm going to see this one, Seeking Giant Sharks. Open it up. Here at the top it says open. Proceed. If you see this, you will have to get the login from your librarian, and once you enter it once, I believe in the day. Once a day, it should stay logged in, but you'll have to play with it and see how that goes. But here you go. Now you could just read this book right on the computer and get your information that way. So ebooks can be kind of handy. You can also add them to your favorites if you would like. We have 3 different providers of ebooks, so different ones. Some will ask for that password and some will not. You can see on this one it has a check, so you could actually check this one out and it will load onto your device and then you can read it even if there was no internet. So you'll have to play around with the ebooks and see how those work for you. So let's go back to our search. Here were our books and our digital books, then our databases. So let's look at all the databases where we found shark information. And it tells me that Bartleby.com has 1, Britannica School Video has 15, Britannica Elementary has 6. Let's look at those. Britannica Elementary School, that is an online encyclopedia. Each one of these is a different article. So I'm going to look at the Great White Shark article. Tell it I want the elementary version. And now I can get my information from the online encyclopedia and I can use that in my research. Very handy to have this tool. We are so lucky to have access to such a thing. Now, when you use this information for research, you're going to want to tell your teacher where you got all your information. So you can use this site, this website. Click on that, copy this line, copy paste it onto your sources used or your bibliography page, and you are good to go. Your teacher will know just where you got your information. So again, our tabs at the top take us through the boxes. We can look at everything. We can look at just books, just ebooks, or databases. So everything will come up in one easy place. Now, maybe you're seeing too many choices. If you're showing you too many books about sharks, you can come over here and you can filter or you can limit your search. So if you don't want to see all those books, you can say, I just want to see books in a certain reading level. You could look for books with just a certain amount of pages. There's lots of different ways you can look for books by just a certain author. Here you see your choices down here in this case. So lots of different ways that you can look at the books, the ebooks, and the websites. Use this site over here to help you limit it. Now, this is an awesome tool for us to use, but if you are one that wants to stick with Destiny Quest, maybe you're needing to do the advanced search or you've got a really good list of books over there that you want to continue to use, you can do that by going up here to the top right and pressing exit. When you press exit, it takes you here and you can press Destiny Quest. Destiny Quest will take you back to this screen that most of us are familiar with. And you can do it just like you're used to. But if you're in this screen and you think, I don't want to use this one, I want to use Universal Search, same thing. Go up here to exit, choose Universal Search, and you are there back to where we started, being able to use the Universal Search page. It stays logged in and you can just go back and forth. Now, speaking of logging in, when you are using a school computer and you are finished, make sure you log out so that somebody else doesn't come in and use your login or use your site and add books to your favorites or to your book list or whatever. You want to make sure that you log out. So I'm going to log out of this, and here it tells me that I am no longer logged in and I am good to walk away and somebody else can use the computer. So we hope that you enjoy using Universal Search to look for books, ebooks, and databases. Be sure and ask the library staff if you need some help, and we will be glad to give you some instruction. Happy searching!